Hi, this is Kristen here. Welcome to another process video, and today I'm working on 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. This is series 19 and sketch number 5, which was created by yours truly. And so I came up with that sketch because I've got so much washi tape sitting around that I really hate to let it go to waste, and I wanted to try to use it so that it's a main focal piece on the layout, because I feel like washi tape isn't very often utilized by scrapbookers, me included, to where you can really use it as your decorative element on your layout. So I was trying to come up with some creative ways, and so I decided why not have it be kind of like the the decorative part of the layout. And so I've got some pinking shears there, old pair of Fiskars that I had, and that's what I'm trimming the end of the washi tape off to make it look like it's been ripped off of like a like if you rip tape off, kind of with that jaggedy end. So I'm just going to go through here and add different washi tapes to the top. I tried to kind of like go at least similar colors. I tried to pick, and I obviously tried to pick washi tape where the design on it made sense vertically. I had quite a bit of washi tape that I could have used, but like it was meant to go more of in a horizontal manner, so I just chose not to use those. So I'm just using plain white cardstock, and I've added some adhesive to the top because, as you know, washi tape is notorious for not staying stuck down forever, and so I'm just trying to ensure that it hopefully adheres down, at least hopefully for a while, a long time. And most of this washi tape, I think, is Simple Stories. So I've actually bought a lot of stuff from the outlet store on Simple Stories, and it oftentimes will come with washi tape. Washi tape is not something I typically will buy myself, just because I don't use it very often. I mean, like, I know a lot of people will use it to kind of hold down like their metal dies if they're die cutting, or or to hold it, like if you go and you gut the center of a layout, to kind of adhere the back side of it down a little bit. But I just don't feel like it's utilized very often by us scrapbookers as kind of a decorative element, and so I have been trying to kind of use it more in that way and come up with different ways to use it like that. And so I am actually working with, this is Noteworthy and True Colors. So this might actually be from True Colors is what I'm working with here. That was a 6x8 paper pad. And so I decide to back the photograph with these two kind of rainbow papers. I guess they're kind of, I guess you would consider them kind of an ombre effect. And I chose to back them with both the pink and the kind of the teal color, just so that way it was kind of pulling in the different colors from the washi tape, just to make sure that the washi tape made sense. I'm going to keep a little bit of a thicker border on this blue one. The pink one, I was trying to make it fit within where I had the washi tape, so I wanted to make sure I didn't leave too thick of a border around it. So I'm going to go ahead and trim some of the excess away, and then just double check and make sure that it fits. So the photographs I'm documenting are a couple pictures of my daughter from a couple years ago. She is big into anything princesses. She loves stuffed animals. She loves animals. And so, of course, she had a princess crown and a stuffed animal. I think both of those were bought by my mom for her birthday. So we were just getting a shot of her enjoying her little presents. So, and then I'm going to take the florals out here and start working on the florals. So in the sketch, it had 2 clusters of florals on either side of the photograph. And since it was my own sketch, I was trying to adhere very strictly to it. I've kind of veered off on some of the sketches quite a bit, and so I'm trying really hard to stick as closely to the sketches as possible. And especially with this one, I'm like, I would be maybe hypocritical or disappointed in myself if I didn't stick to my own sketch. So of course I'd come up with that sketch before I'd even had a layout put together for it. So I was like, hopefully this works out for me, because I created the sketch and I kind of felt like I needed to do it justice, right? But I had a lot of fun creating it. I ended up creating that one on Canva, and it really actually came together pretty quickly. So I feel like this month's sketches are just, there's a wide variety. They're really different, all of them. Although, not to say, like, I did the last set, which was what, in June. I mean, there was a big variety there too. And I love the fact that there's always like double page layouts. There's one with mixed media. There's more simple ones. So it kind of, I feel like it's an all-encompassing group of sketches each month. So anyways, I'm having a hard time figuring out a title. I would like that every day. I wanted to do everyday moments, but it, like, the way that the everyday was going to hit, I couldn't get that moments underneath it to where it made sense. I pulled in like a sticker that had everyday, thinking I could make that work, but it was like too small. So it was like I was just kind of struggling with this title. This is actually a sticker from, I think, from Noteworthy. Or maybe that was from True Colors. So I'm using all True Colors or Noteworthy, because I felt like both of those collections really could, you can mix and match those a lot. So this is an acrylic piece that I had got from a Color Rush Studio kit. And so I think it was the May kit? I think it was the May kit, which had like a lot of kind of cowgirl, cowboy theme to it. And so I thought that would be really cute as my title, Grit and Grace, because this little girl she's very girly. She can be very sweet, but she can be very sassy. And so, I mean, in fact, her nickname is Miss Sassafras. So I thought that was perfect to kind of encompass who she is. And I felt like this bottom part was looking a little naked down here. So even though that's not on the sketch, so obviously I'm going off the sketch a little bit, but I decided to add some, a rub-on here. So this is Simple Stories rub-on, and I actually am quite impressed with it. It didn't come off as like quickly as a 49 and Market does. Like, you had to rub a little bit more, but it still came off fairly easy. Like, I don't feel like I had to like rub really hard or rub for a long time to get it off. So it was actually pretty good quality. I was pretty happy with it. So and I always slowly peel back the rub on and see if anything's kind of wanting to come up, and then go ahead and put the backing back down and rub it on. And then these little star acrylic pieces came with that whole acrylic set. So, and then this is another rub on. So I think this all was like Noteworthy. Came in. It was like it was the Noteworthy outlet bundle pack on the outlet store. So, which I feel like Simple Stories, on their outlet store, they have really good value, like packs. So you can get quite a bit for it's not super expensive. I added a little Blue Star Up There acrylic piece. I also added in a little, little like note to her, talking about kind of working in the grit and the grace part of it. And that My Story sticker came on that cardstock sticker set from True Colors. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Oh, and by the way, I got a brand new glass mat. So it's from Glassboard Studio. I actually had them custom make that design. So I'm really happy with it. Purple is my color. So, and here are a few close-up shots. I will include the information down below for the playlist and the Facebook group as well. I appreciate you for coming by to watch another process video.